Welcome back to Primarily Scripture. I'm your host, Cindy Young, and today I'm joined by my friend, Quorra. Hi, Quorra.
Hi.
In the last episode, Quorra and I started reading 1 Nephi 1:16. To better understand what we were reading, we went one phrase at a time, found definitions for big words, and found a connecting word. Now, we're right in the middle of verse 16, so grab your scriptures and read along with us.
Can you read the next part?
Okay. And he also hath written many things which he prophesied and spake unto his children.
What's that saying?
He wrote down many things which he prophesied and spoke.
So, verse 16, the first phrase says, I won't make a full account. And the second phrase says, because he wrote a lot. And the third phrase says, he wrote a lot?
Kind of.
Yeah. So let's keep going. I'll read the next phrase and let's see what that one says. Of which I shall not make a full account. What does that mean?
It means he's not going to make a full report.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say that already? Okay. So this is something really cool that we can find in the scriptures. Repeated thoughts. Are there repeated thoughts in this verse?
Yes. That he will not make a full report, and because he spoke many things.
So there were 4 different phrases. Do you see how the top and bottom ones were the same? And then the next ones were the same? Okay. So this is something that was discovered to be in ancient writings. And it's a kind of poetry that they used way, way back during Bible times. And it's called a chiasmus.
Chiasmus?
Chiasmus. That is such a huge word. But it's a cool thing to find because if people in Bible times wrote like this, do you think Joseph Smith made it up?
No.
No. Do you think he knew all about poetry from ancient Jerusalem?
No.
No, I don't think so either. And so when we find a chiasmus like this, the repeated thoughts in reverse order, then it's a testimony that this really is ancient scripture. Okay, so what's another thing that we can look for that we can write in our journal?
Chiasmuses.
And an easier way to describe it would be?
Repeated thoughts.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. And if you want to write it in your journal too, look for repeated thoughts. Okay, sometimes a chiasmus lasts for just one verse. Sometimes it's a whole chapter. Sometimes it's a couple of chapters. So it's pretty cool, right? But also, sometimes your brain gets jumbled when there are repeated thoughts. Don't let it. Okay? Every time you see repeated thoughts like that, you can stop and go, wait a minute, is this a chiasmus? So when you slow down and break it up, then you can find the meaning very easily. And what did we find the meaning of this verses? He said it 2 times, so we should know it by now, right?
It means Nephi was not going to write down all the things that his father wrote down and said, because his father wrote down a lot and said a lot.
There you go. It's like he said, I'm just going to give you a highlight reel. We just decoded the scriptures. We know exactly what he meant.
This has been Primarily Scripture with Cindy Young. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and share to help the channel grow. And come find me on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and Facebook at Primarily Scripture. Thanks for tuning in.